so Abby played this in our Entertainment Buzz earlier, and it was audio from Ariana Grande on Penn Badgley's Pod Crush podcast saying that she wanted Jeffrey Dahmer as a hypothetical dinner guest.
Years ago, before the Dahmer series, I was in a Q&A with fans, with young fans. It was young fans at the time. It was I think it was in between like me being Cat and Pop stuff. So it was like a younger group. Okay. But it was with a parent. Someone said, if you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be? And I was like, oh, you're so cute. Who, Mom and Dad? Is it okay if I give the real answer? And they were like, sure, I guess. What's the answer? And I was like, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer's pretty fascinating. I think I would have loved to have met him.
Wow. So her dream dinner guest was infamous serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, which if you know what he did, having him at dinner, that is the kind of a terrifying concept. Mm-hmm. So what I have posed to you guys is, which controversial guest, all right? So I'm specifically looking for somebody that would ruffle feathers if you had them as a dinner guest, i.e. like Jeffrey Dahmer. Mm-hmm. So it can't be like, any celebrity or, political figure or religious figure that you want to have like a in-depth conversation with. No, this is a controversial dinner guest that you want to have.
Jesus.
Come on. That is not controversial.
Why not?
It
depends on who you ask.
Okay, I give you that. It depends on who you ask.
He's up there.
But that's not what we're looking for here.
That doesn't work?
That doesn't work.
Jesus seated next to Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, I feel like one of these things is not like the other. Here, I'll go. Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh.
Because, they're notorious gangsters. I would love to know if the lore about their love is true. Are they both like criminals, or did one get pulled into it by the other one? I think looking at the love story behind it would be so psychologically interesting. And I don't think they would kill me, because I was going to say Jack the Ripper, just so I could figure out who he really was, but then I would get murdered.
Helen Keller.
How?
So, okay, let me explain. So Gen Z has something weird against Helen Keller, where they think that she's not real. Like they think that she made up her affliction.
That she's not deaf and blind.
Yes, which is so weird, right? To anybody who grew up in a somewhat millennial era. So yeah. I want to sit there in total silence with her so I can report back to Gen Z that she really did live a life that was very challenging.
So your figure is not controversial, but your reasoning behind why you want to have dinner with her is?
Well, Gen Z would say she's controversial because they think that she made it all up.
All right, so mine is Henry Paul.
Who is that?
Is that Jake Paul's dad?
Henry Paul is the man that was driving the car that crashed when Princess Diana died.
Oh,
that's
a good controversial.
One. Right? Wow. Right? So just because obviously Princess Diana would not be a controversial figure to have dinner with, because she's, the people's princess, etc. Dodi Fayed, I don't feel like would be a controversial figure because, he was in the car with her. And so, but Henry Paul, the man who was driving, who crashed, who allegedly had some drinks prior to getting in the car, because just to know exactly what happened, because there's been so many questions. So that's who I would have dinner with.
That's a good one.
All right, Mo.
All right. Y'all won't let me have Jesus. Pablo Escobar.
Oh, that's a good one. Nice.
There we go.
That's a good one.
It'll be Pablo. I got questions.
Not to say Jesus is not good, but that's over here. That is a good one.
The Bert Show.